The Iowa Sheriff's Association, tagging a couple other law enforcement agencies in Iowa, they've been going through and sharing some of the cold case cards. And today they shared Kira Kasho's card. Now, I have talked about this before, but her case on this cold case card is labeled arson, homicide, and says that it was confirmed that she died with an acute spinal cord injury. However, I requested records on this case back in 2024, and those records, along with any other reporting of Kira's death, never state any of this. In fact, the state records say that the fire was labeled an accident and that her death was ruled accidental. Now, I do find this case highly suspicious because there were allegations that Kira's stepmom, Karen, was abusing her and her sister. But I was curious about the discrepancy. Why is it labeled a homicide and arson? And why is there a note about a spinal cord injury on this cold case deck when state records say otherwise? So in December, I contacted the Iowa Cold Case Unit and we spoke, and I asked them about this discrepancy, mainly so I could communicate on my own podcast whether or not the view and ruling on this case had changed and if they were reopening it. They told me that they were unsure why there was a discrepancy between the card and state records, but that they were now looking into this case again, which is good. But I now am wondering why they haven't updated this cold case deck, and they're just leaving this one there knowing that there is a discrepancy in how this case is labeled. And has this information not been communicated to other organizations like the Attorney General's office, who, that's where the cold case unit is under, or the Iowa Sheriff's Association? Has this information not been relayed to anyone that there's a discrepancy with this card? Either way, I am happy to see that they're looking into this case again. If you have any information, please contact the Iowa Cold Case Unit, and I'll keep you updated on this case and we'll see what happens with it.